It's homeschool convention day and we are headed out. It's Saturday, March the 19th. This is something that I look forward to all year long. We try to go every March and now is the time and we're about to head out. I'm gonna try to take y'all along with me. Hopefully their policy isn't too strict and I can bring you in with me and show you some of the books and some of the vendors and things like that. So we're gonna head out. Than I wanted to. It's after 1, so our first stop is
a cheeseburger
lunch.
with ketchup.
Cheese lunch real quick. We're doing the cookout. Super cheap, good food. We're in the drive-thru at Dunkin' getting a coffee, and I am changing Millie's diaper in my lap. You do what you gotta do, right, Millie?
Don't lie, Dad.
I've been doing this so long I can do it in my lap. Yeah. It's easy. And we're all clean now.
I didn't see it.
Look, Millie. Say we're all clean now. I got a diaper change. All before we get to the window. Yeah. You ready to get back to your car seat? What you think, darling?
We had that mama the same without the name.
There's the Becca stand. Spelling and vocabulary. Oh yeah, grade 6. You'll be in. What's that? Spelling, vocabulary, and poetry 5. That's for grade 5.
But this is what they do. So this is how magic it is. And you only
Watch
use
it.
a little bit of water and you can wash it off. And then you very lightly touch that. But, and it comes right out there. And you get a little more. But
These?
while you're going to do that, while you're waiting,
You want to try with that pen?
Then came back and we're at inner city work in Cincinnati. Then we had to go to Bethany Mountain.
Mama, can I get that thing on the table?
Huh?
Can I get that thing on the table?
Little House on the Prairie.
Betty Green?
Yeah, that's the illustrated book.
Amy, look, it's Amy. I know.
You want to get a sketch pad? You a little one or a big
Yeah, I
one?
want a big one.
Okay.
I want a big one.
You want one, Bethany? Natalie, you want a sketch pad?
I can afford.
Come get you one. You want a big one or a little one?
Now,
I'm Allie.
Girls, y'all need notepads for school or anything? Kylee, y'all need notepads?
That picture storybook.
You look like we need any of those.
Look, Mama, the DVD.
Oh yeah.
That's one. No, we did.
That's super cool. Yeah, I think I might get this. That would be very useful.
Yay!
Oh yeah. It's frozen.
Mama, look at that healing.
How much are those? Emily, you can pick one. Yeah.
Can I pick one? Can I pick
For that.
book. It's a keyboard book.
That tells you what to match. That one.
Wait,
American folk songs.
Daddy, can you use it on the piano?
Yeah. Hang on. For the beginning.
What's that?
Look, hymns and scripture. Look, this is a hymn book. This train is bound for glory.
Holly needs that
Go
one.
tell it on the mountain. Look.
Amy, come here. I know. Amy, look. Can you play? Yeah.
Look.
No, this is a Christian light education.
Mama, this is Bethany.
Oh yeah.
Mama, I have one of these books. No, this is
Yeah, y'all do have one of those, don't you? That's pretty cool, huh?
And the diaper bag.
Yeah, we have a diaper bag. Did you have fun, little Emily? Did you get a pencil? You got some goodies? Okay, y'all. It is now 2 days later from when we went to the homeschool convention. So let me explain to y'all what happened. Let me tell you what happened. So my plans were to come home from the homeschool convention, lay everything out, show you what I got, which I'm still going to show you what I got today. We left the convention about 3:30, I think. 3:30. So I got in the car. I still had some Dunkin' coffee left that I had got on the way there. I got a blueberry crisp latte, so I started sipping on that. Within minutes, I started feeling like really nauseous. And I was like, well, maybe it's just from doing all that walking, getting straight in the car, and drinking my iced coffee that had sat there for, what, like an hour and a half, I guess. So I was like, I shouldn't have done that. It's making me feel nauseous. All the way home, I kept telling Josh, I'm like, I'm really nauseous. I think it's because I drank that coffee. Anyway, I got home and I didn't even want to stand up. Like, I just went straight to bed and lay down with Millie, and I was just laying there. He went ahead and got supper started and all of this, and I was like, man, I hope I start feeling better. It was Saturday night, which means get everybody ready for church the next morning. There's a lot to do here on Saturday nights with baths and church clothes, all that. I just literally could not do any of it. I couldn't figure out what was going on with me. Around 6:30, I started throwing up. I'm like, okay, this is more than just drinking a little bit of iced coffee. And Josh and I were pretty convinced that I had food poisoning from eating at the cookout. I had chicken wraps. So I was like, okay, I probably got food poisoning, because it was just like terrible stomach cramps and throwing up and nausea in between all of that. And so I guess we were just convinced that's what I had, because I was throwing up from 6 until I think I finally stopped being nauseous around midnight that night. So around 2 a.m. Amy comes up to my room. She's like, Mama, I just threw up. So I was like, okay, it's not food poisoning, because she had something totally different than I did. So obviously we got a stomach bug, and it hits so hard and it's so awful. So she starts throwing up. I get a text from Allie at 2:28 a.m. from downstairs saying, Mama, I just threw up. Okay, this was in like 10 minutes of each other, okay? So I came downstairs to check on Amy. While I was down here checking on Amy, Natalie was standing in her room, which was unusual. And she was like, Mama, I just threw up. Within 10 minutes of Allie texting me. I'm not even kidding, y'all. I think an hour later, Allie texted me again and said, Emily's throwing up now. So Emily, and then also Holly. So there was, how many kids? So that was 5 kids, including myself, that had the stomach bug within just a few hours of each other. I started it, thankfully, I'm so thankful that I was done with the nausea once my kids started, because then I was able to get up with them and kind of just be with them, because you know when you're sick, you want your mama there with you. So I came downstairs. I gave Millie to Josh, so he laid with her upstairs and slept. I came downstairs, slept in the recliner so I could be next to Amy and Natalie while they were up and down throwing up, y'all. It was just, Saturday night was crazy, and it hit like all of a sudden, and I had people telling me there's a stomach virus going around that hits like that, and it's really contagious, and that's true. But y'all know what? Josh, Kylee, Bethany, and Everly and Millie, 5 people in our family out of 11, never got sick. they're still fine. And I assume if they were going to get it, they would get it within like minutes of each other. Oh, let me tell you something else. So we all had it, right? Josh and I went out Friday night on a date night. Our babysitter texted me yesterday and said that her daughter was throwing up. And then a few hours later, she started throwing up. So either we gave it to them, well, none of us knew we were sick Friday night, obviously. But either we gave it to them or they gave it to us because they're also sick. So, y'all, if y'all get the stomach bug, I'm sorry, it's terrible. But I want to stop chit-chatting. I'm going to show you what we got at the homeschool convention. It was awesome. I loved it. We had fun just walking around, checking things out. I got a few things, so I'm going to show you what I got real quick. Okay, so I'm going to start down here on this end. One of the girls picked out how to draw horses. I actually have 2 of these. Emily already took her stuff downstairs, but she has a horse book and a journal. So I think this one is, I think Holly picked this one. So how to draw horses. And then Amy picked out this journal. And like I said, Emily got a journal too, but she already took hers downstairs. And Allie picked out some gel pens that she already took downstairs with her. And then Natalie and Everly picked out these Frozen books. It's just got some fun things in here that you can copy and draw. So they've been having a lot of fun with that. I'll show you the prices on everything. So these Frozen books each were $7.90 a piece. This journal, let's see, I don't remember how much it was. I think in the journals were around anywhere from $4.50 to $7.99, and this horse book was $5.86. And then this favorite pets book, I'm pretty sure that Bethany picked this one out, and it's just drawing pets on how to draw them. So that's her book she picked out, and this one was $5.95 for this book. And I actually picked this one. It's print writing. I thought this would be great for Bethany practicing her writing, and it's also got some sentences in there, so it's just got each letter she could practice along with some words and some sentences. So I picked this one out for her to use, and this one was only $4.70 for that one. And then sketchbooks, we always end up coming home with sketchbooks. So some of them picked out a big sketchbook and some of them picked out a little one. So the little ones were $3.75 and the big ones were $5.99. So most everybody picked themselves out a sketchbook. And these little books that were on a table, we actually ended up with 4. When we went to the register, he told us we could pick out 2 more for $1. So we ended up getting 6 of these books, but I think some of the girls carried them off. So we got Laura Ingalls, C.S. Lewis, George Washington, Amy Carmichael, and I can't remember the other 2. 2 of the girls I think took with them. I also picked this book for Bethany, Amy, or Holly can use this one, but it's my big hidden pictures book. They love stuff like this, so let me show you. It's got the pictures down here below, and then you just look through here and try to find those little hidden objects in the picture. I thought they would have lots of fun with this. So I got that for them, and it's a pretty thick book, so they all can use it, and it was $9.99. And then these little colorful things are always fun too. They can make little stories out of them or just use them for journaling or whatever. It's just got some blank pages in it and pretty colors, and these are only $1.50 a piece. So I have several of those in different colors. And then I got this United States of America map. So over here, so you see it has number 1, number 2, number 3, and it's also color coordinated. So you look for number 1 over here, and then you just put the state. So they kind of do this by memory, but on the other side for practice is the actual map with all of the states on it. So I thought this would be cool for them to study and then just to kind of quiz themselves. So they could choose like a dry erase marker and write it and then kind of quiz themselves on it. And this was only $1.50. And then the last thing is this. It came from Cornerstone. It was one of their booths set up. It was actually pretty cool. So they kind of just explained stuff about the fossils and the minerals. It gave us this little card to go with it. So this one we chose, there were either mineral eggs or fossil eggs, and we chose the fossil because that's pretty cool. So when we get closer to Easter, I'm gonna let all the kids open these and see what kind of fossils are in them. I thought this would be super fun, and this is probably one of the more pricier things. It was $22 for the fossils, but I know they're gonna have a lot of fun collecting that and having their own little fossils to keep. So, but anyway, that is it. That is all that I picked up from the homeschool convention. We had a lot of fun, except for, like I said, afterwards. But I'm glad everybody's doing better. We're on the mend now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I thank y'all so much for watching and hanging out with us again and going to the homeschool convention. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave me a comment down below, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.